I'll know how to do this better, and I won't have to listen to everyone tell me I can't get my police reports.
How do I do it?
Okay?
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you. And what was your name?
My name is Chantel.
Chantel, and what was your name?
Julia.
Julia, thank you both.
Thank
and
you.
Guess what? You're about to learn what cop watchers are.
Okay.
Goodbye, you guys. This is Susan Bassi. This video started out as an experiment to see how comfortable police officers are on camera and how hard it really is for everyday people and journalists to get public records and police reports from police departments throughout California. We'd been hearing complaints that police reports and basic public records requests were nearly impossible to obtain, and more than half of the time police departments didn't even comply with public records law. So we grabbed our camera and visited some police departments, joined by women who once sought help from a nonprofit known as WomenSV. Soon after those women went to that group, they found themselves facing unexpected trouble in simple family law cases involving certain divorce attorneys, and they also found that they had problems with police.
Hi, I'm asking for a records request for Court Watch Group.
Court watchers are like cop watchers, only they watch court proceedings, meaning the judges, the attorneys who appear before them, the bailiffs, the court clerks, and the court reporters. They also conduct research outside of court, and this group in particular was formed in response to our reporting on a nonprofit known as WomenSV, an NGO, that on its website claimed that they were training police officers, therapists, and physicians how to address issues related to domestic violence. And since the founder of that nonprofit, Ruth Patrick, also known as Ruth Darling, had no formal training as a therapist, an attorney, or anybody who should be teaching police officers anything, we started to follow this group's public records requests. And I'm filming because I'm training how to make records requests.
Okay. So you're just looking to request a copy of a report?
I'm looking for a roster of every member of the current Mountain View Police Department.
She's going to make an oral public records request.
And so we're trying to teach people how to do oral records requests.
We don't do oral.
You have to. It's the law.
City website.
No, it's the law. You have to accept it. And I need people to be able to articulate what they're asking for, and I'm having them record
Well, you may verbally tell it to me, but I'm still going to fill out a form, and it's still going to go.
That's fine.
to the
She's
online
not going to fill out the form, though. She's going to ask you
portal.
verbally.
Yeah, we can fill out a form. Yeah, that's fine.
Great, thank
We
you.
normally direct people to just go and do it from the website themselves, because that's how the city attorney has set it up.
Okay, so if I could please have all the names, titles.
So wait, are you requesting a copy of a police report, or you're requesting some kind of?
No, a roster.
Public
A
records.
public record, a roster of every member of the Mountain View
She has
Police
4
Department.
things.
Okay, 4 different things?
Yes.
So, can I get those so I can go?
Sure.
Pass this along to the supervisor who's probably gonna be assisting you?
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay, so the roster is 1.
Every police department has a roster of all of their employees, from community service employees to records employees and police officers themselves, the captain and the police chief. And these records are important because it's important for court watchers to know the police officers who are appearing as witnesses or who may have issued a police report in a family law case that is being used to address various issues that might be rather costly to the people involved in that case.
Okay.
The roster, yes.
Okay.
And I'm also requesting all the policies and procedures related to the department, including all calls for domestic violence and disturbances, beginning in 2019 and ending now.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna try to write, so from 2019.
Until present.
Oh, sorry, hold on. So with the policies and procedures, what, is there a time frame you're looking for that, or you're just looking for our comment, our most?
Just your general current policies and procedures as it relates to domestic violence.
Oh, only associated, okay, only associated to domestic violence.
Yeah.
And did you already look on our website to view under the transparency section?
No, I haven't.
Most police departments in California list their policies and procedures on a website, and police departments will often try to get you to use their website to make your records requests or to search for policies before bothering individuals in the department. but there is a reason that we ask for the policies, because we want to see if the department is going to produce them or produce a link saying here is where you find the records that are responsive to your request.
Okay, because there are, I know, policies like procedures already listed there. I don't know if it specifically references domestic violence.
So let me insert here. A lot of people don't know that, and I do sometimes, and I go and look. So the responsive request is the records responsive to your request are posted here on the website, so the city attorney will know to do that. So I'm just trying to teach them what records exist, how to ask for them, and it's so we're not trying to make it overly burdensome. And so if it is 90% of these may be on the website, that's fine. Here it is. Here's the link, and you can find the records here without doing a production.
You said from 2019
Until present.
current? Okay.
Yes.
And so that's 3 or that's 2 of the items?
Yeah, and I have another one. I would like all records to and from Ruth Patrick Darlene.
Records to and from
Ruth. Her name is Ruth Patrick.
Ruth
Patrick
Patrick. Is that someone who works in the city of Mountain View? Or?
Darlene. She.
Oh, what was the last name?
Darlene.
Oh, Darlene is the last name. Okay. Is it
And-
Lene?
L-E.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And as also WomenSV.
She's the founder of a nonprofit. You have to explain to them what it is. You're clarifying why you're asking for this woman's records.
Okay. So
It's not a privacy issue. It's for the nonprofit.
Okay,
So any
for, what was the name of the women's nonprofit?
Women, WOMEN-SV.
Okay.
and the website for their emails. She does use a separate email herself, but the website is womensv.org.
Does the department have ever sent anything to her?
We want all records. She probably solicited you for post-training or training of police officers or for association donations to the nonprofit. We want all communications where she claims she wants to come talk about domestic violence or funding.
She's like an instructor who promotes.
She got post certified in 2023, but she's been running this nonprofit since 2015. And the nonprofit was based in Los Altos, and she associated a lot with the Mountain View Police.
Okay.
Police officer training is standardized in every single state. In California, that training is done under post certification, where police officers receive the most basic training on how to respond to domestic disturbance calls. So we were a little alarmed to learn that Ruth Patrick was starting to formally train police officers and got her post certification in 2024, when we also knew and learned from a public records request to the Sunnyvale Police Department that was ultimately produced, that Ruth Patrick had been offering to and purporting to have trained police officers dating back to 2015. She had no formal training herself. She had never been a police officer. She wasn't a therapist. She was only a woman who had been involved in her own divorce case arising from the city of Mountain View. And in that divorce case, the public records show that she swatted her own ex-husband in order to get an unfair advantage in the divorce case and make her divorce attorneys a great deal of money. And it is records like this that prompted us to go to more departments, including Mountain View, in order to find how much training and influence Miss Patrick had had over police officers over the last decade, because she had been given over $500,000 in public money from county supervisors and town officials all throughout Silicon Valley, as she claimed to be a foremost expert in training police officers, therapists, and physicians, and even prosecutors with the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office. And so we're investigating just what training that was and how it might have influenced police officers to respond to certain calls that may or may not have landed people in criminal or family court, where the divorce attorneys WomenSV referred made a great deal of money.
AI could.
You're so used to, the typing.
I know.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's fine.
A press list for the department, policies and procedures regarding public media, is that?
Regarding to cop watchers,
Cop watchers?
yes.
Okay. I have
And
no idea what that is.
First Amendment auditors,
First Amendment auditors. Okay. 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 First Amend
So this is for all media and press.
The last request that the court watchers are making is requests to police departments and how they're supposed to respond to the media. And media includes cop watchers and First Amendment auditors, because the media is simply the public, and sometimes the public has a little more training in how to ask for public records. And we're trying to show what that training looks like, because police departments are required to treat everyone the same, whether they're a member of the press, a member of the public, a journalist from legacy media, or a cop watcher. And everything
I'll
else.
go ahead and add journalists in here.
Yeah, so I think adding journalists will help them clarify. So I'm trying to teach them, and you can help us. I'm trying to teach
When
them
you say them, who do you mean
people
by them?
who are working for the court watch groups,
Court watch.
how they go about requesting records to get the best odds. And I just explained that you got to clarify it a little bit so that they're not just dropping their fishing pole in the whole lake. You might say the fish are biting over here in this little small area, so drop your pole over there. And that's why explaining that Ruth Patrick is doing the post training and that she's doing these other things related to domestic violence will help you find where the records might exist, as opposed to just this random name and organization and that kind of thing.
Too large of a general request would be very difficult to
Right,
find information
right.
for.
So it's called overly broad. So I'm teaching them how not to make it overly broad. So if there's something that when she's asking that is helpful to you, then tell her. Say, do you have a date you could
Yes, and
do?
a date range especially is always, like how
Right.
you said, from 2019 to current.
Right.
That's very helpful, because obviously in between that time, I'm sure there's been policies and procedures that have changed. Different requirements by, the Department of Justice, the Attorney General, the City Attorney, all of those things. I'm sure they get updated probably every year,
Right.
So, which I have no part of, that part of it. But I will, to make this easier, I'm going to tell the supervisors I submitted a request for this training, but I'm going to kind of put the details in an email so that
Perfect.
they can understand. Because here we just normally write like a case number,
Yeah.
or an incident
Right,
number.
right,
when we're
right. And she's going to
requesting
do that next, because we have a lot of people struggling with how to get police reports and body cams and things like that if there's a family court related issue. And so we're going to do that next. But right now I'm trying to teach her this is the difference between police records and body cams that aren't public records and public records. So this is a request kind of to train. This is the most basic, this is the most basic way to train how you ask for public records. Don't be obnoxious, don't be overly broad, try to clarify. And then the department's obligation is to assist us in clarifying. And that's just what I'm trying to show. Up next, we're going to talk about how you go about getting police reports that you may know exist or not know exist. Overall, these women in the Mountain View Police did a good job of taking our records requests. It was a little bumpy in the beginning, but they eventually were comfortable on camera and did a great job of taking the request. We haven't gotten the records yet, so that's a department issue that we'll take on next. Look at us. You want to give a little wave? This is the training. Are you guys community service officers?
I'm sorry?
Are you community service officers?
No, we're records specialists.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing this in all these departments, so I'm getting you guys comfortable being on camera too. So give a little wave. We're making you look good for doing this.